Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video and welcome to update 34, the Terraforming update. This is something we've been waiting for a very long time. We saw that little teaser test build a while back and that just made the hype unreal. Now this is the full release and this has got to be one of the biggest updates probably in the game's history, if not the biggest, because this update is huge. I think the guys have been working really hard on this for a long time, so massive congrats to them for finishing this and getting this out. I cannot wait. I'm absolutely so excited to play this. So without further ado, let's hop into this. So new materials: terraform planets, rain down oceans and fill atmospheres with 8 new materials for a total of 12, and try adding oxygen, sulfur dioxide and more to planets using the material or planescaping tools. Atmospheres and oceans: create pleasant like Earth atmospheres or oceans of methane by adjusting their mix of materials. Atmosphere and ocean colours are based on the amount of material in a specific area. Watch materials mix and evaporate as they collide with the moon. Material collisions: bombard planets with materials to see their atmospheres and oceans indefinitely altered. Watch impacts push gas punch holes in the atmosphere and create on boil oceans, creating vapor-filled atmospheres in the Earth and Ceres collision under home open and materials. Then object size and compositions: we're using complex models of materials under the intense heat and pressure inside planets to compute realistic planet sizes. And we'll hop straight into explore materials very briefly. I'm just going to get just a wider load of the patch notes out. So new materials. So we've now got helium, carbon dioxide, oxygen, sulfur dioxide, methane, nitrogen, argon and ammonia added to the game, along with obviously the existing 4 like silica, iron, hydrogen and water. Planet atmospheres: so you can now create pleasant like Earth or oppressive Venus-like atmospheres by adjusting the mix of materials in the atmosphere. Atmosphere colours are based on the amount of gas in a specific area, with thicker atmosphere being harder to see through. That's really awesome. Material collisions: bombard planets with materials to see their atmospheres. So yeah, they punch holes through atmospheres now. More highlights: material colours are based on real life properties. Materials blend on the surface of planets and moons so you can watch oceans and gas clouds mix. Yeah, we saw about that. And now this is one we've been waiting for a long time. Titan now has its methane oceans. Now that's pretty cool. So we'll check out Titan at some point as well. And without further ado, there's some new simulations we can also have a peek at here. But this should be really cool. So let's give this a go. So let's close those down. Alright, so explore materials. I guess we'll stick with that first. So here we are. Right. Very keen to see what we got here. Okay, here we go. Ooh, let's just slow this down. You can watch it really. Oh, it doesn't let me. Okay, but there you go. So enjoy that. They're all different materials. Whoa, there's an atmosphere just been made. Look at the planet grid as well. That's really cool. So, Universe Sandbox simulates materials like oxygen and carbon dioxide, allowing you to realistically construct and customize planets and atmospheres. All brand new stuff. We've been waiting for this stuff for absolutely years. This is the big one. Or you can use that power to bombard planets and materials, causing destruction and changing their planets or climates indefinitely. Watch as asteroids of pure materials bombard the moon and chaotically spread, mix and evaporate all over its surface. So you can see the mix of colours of all the different materials all merging and stuff. I mean, look at this. Okay. When you're ready, let's create some chaos of our own. Alrighty. Right, here we go. Do you know... this is Earth, our home. Do you know that what Earth doesn't have? Lakes of sulfur dioxide. Let's create some. Uh-oh. Right. Tools. Material. List of materials. There's now a huge list. So we're going to sulfur dioxide. Aim at Earth and press and hold to spray sulfur dioxide. So where should we shoot it? Let's try and shoot it in like an area of water, like cut off from everywhere. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere here. Yes. Let's try and shoot it in this region here. So let's just spray it in these patches of water that are not linked to the ocean. Let's see how that sort of. There we go. Oh, you have to do a lot. Okay, let's just spray a load in Europe and Asia area up here. So there we go. That looks like it's going into the Mediterranean Ocean. No, whoops. It looks like liquid sulfur dioxide is evaporating into Earth's atmosphere, creating a thick orange cloud. Oh, yeah, because it's just gone to gas. So you can see a massive gas spread across Earth now. So that may have... yeah, Europe and Asia, not good. Right, it looks like liquid sulfur dioxide is evaporated, so that's created a thick orange cloud. Okay, right. Let's open the planetscaping tool to try and add sulfur dioxide lakes with more precision. Okay, so tools, we'll go to planetscaping here. I don't really use this much. Right, opens planetscaping tool, locks the view to Earth's surface and hides the atmosphere. Okay, right. So you can notice there's a bit of corrupted looking water there, or colour. Right, sulfur dioxide, yes. Right. It's selected as a liquid right now. Quadruple the depth change by doing ×2. There you go. So that's now ×4. Open the planetscaping tool. Locks the okay. Aim at Earth and press and hold to add sulfur dioxide. So again, we'll add it in the same area. And there you go. Oh yeah, we're spreading it all over the land there. Oops. We're linking that all into one big lake. Let's break it into the Atlantic Ocean. Let's merge it there. There you go. Right. Then I guess we'll link it to like the Indian Ocean region as well, the Black Sea area there. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. All right. Whoopsie-daisy. Okay. Some of our lakes of sulfur dioxide seem to be staying liquid while some are evaporating. What's happening to our lakes? Right. A materials phase, whether it's solid, liquid, or gas, is determined by the planet's temperature and atmosphere pressure. We simulate atmosphere pressure using the amount of gas in the atmosphere. If you add liquid sulfur dioxide on Earth, where there is less gas in the atmosphere, it will immediately evaporate. Okay. Oh. We can see the total amount of sulfur dioxide added to Earth, as well as the amount of each phase by looking at the planet's composition. So select Earth. If we just right-click Earth, it will open that straight up. Oh, it's in there. Okay. Right. Here we are. Composition. Ooh. Expand sulfur dioxide. So here we go. So let's get everything Earth contains now. Look at all these. This is so cool. Right. Here we can see how much sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere compared to the lakes of liquid sulfur dioxide we've created. All that sulfur dioxide might make it hard for people to breathe. Maybe launching a moon of lots of oxygen Earth will help. Right. Okay. Massive load of... Pause the simulation. So we're going to go Pluto Moon's Charon here. Okay. Where's the add button? Tools. Add. Okay. Right. So Pluto Moon's Charon. Okay. Press launch and just shoot it at Earth. There you go. Right, there's Charon. Right, select Charon. Open its properties and select the panel. Right, composition. So down here, oxygen. So we're going to make this just huge. Drag the slider to set Charon's composition to 50% oxygen. Play the simulation. Did I put it to 50%? Oh yeah, there we go, 50.3. Okay, close enough. Right, so Charon's containing a lot of oxygen for us. Press play. Here we go. The heat from the collision causes liquid water to evaporate. The impacts of small fragments create holes in the atmosphere as they hit Earth. And there you go. So it's about to fall into Earth. Straight into the Gulf of Mexico area. Ooh, that's a lot of oxygen. Right. Since Charon has 50% oxygen, it has also created a patch of oxygen where it impacted Earth. As you can see, the white colour there. Though we may have made things worse at Earth, exploring how materials mix, evaporate, and flow can be beautiful. Now experiment with materials on your own or learn how to terraform Mars. We'll do Mars. Okay, interesting. Right. Establishing it. So this is now, all back in the day, we could only really terraform Mars by giving it like a good atmosphere and then just adding water. But now we can really terraform it properly. So establishing a permanent human settlement on Mars has been a dream of science fiction for decades and may someday become a reality. Universe Sandbox gives you the tools to go a step further and terraform the planet. We'll use a few of these tools to make Mars's temperature and atmosphere pressure similar to Earth's. Okay, right. Mars has already got a thin atmosphere, but we need to make it thicker to warm the planet and prevent liquid water from instantly boiling. Select Mars. So, open the properties panel. So, there we go. Oh, composition. Right, so what are we doing here? Earth's atmosphere is 70% nitrogen, which creates enough atmospheric pressure for Earth to have liquid water. There is no magic formula to terraform a planet. However, Mars is smaller than Earth, so adding about 10% of Earth's total atmosphere mass in nitrogen should allow Mars to have liquid water. We can always add more if we need to. Okay, so nitrogen. Increase the amount of nitrogen on Mars by pressing the 10 times multiplier 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. So you can see the atmosphere is starting to appear already since we've added a lot of extra to it. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas that traps heat and increases the planet's temperature. Water vapor is even more effective greenhouse gas, but Mars is so cold that water vapor will immediately freeze. So we need to add carbon dioxide. So we're really giving Mars a bit of greenhouse now without changing the atmosphere stats. So that's really cool. Let's start by adding about half of Earth's atmosphere mass of carbon dioxide. We can add or remove it if Mars gets too hot or stays too cold. Okay, right, so carbon dioxide, we're going to press it twice. 1, 2. There you go. Okay. We can also use the planetscaping tool to create a habitable atmosphere. So tools, planetscaping. Let's actually add this to my... So this is how you add stuff to this bar. If anyone didn't know, you just drag it out of the tools. So I'm going to add planetscaping. We'll add it next to materials on lasers, so put it there. Okay, planetscaping, done. Right, let's add oxygen so any human visitors can breathe. Oxygen makes up 20% of Earth's atmosphere, so we'll start by adding the exact same amount to Mars. So we need oxygen. It's in liquid form. I'm guessing we need that as a gas, yes. Aim at Mars and press and hold to add oxygen to the atmosphere. So we're going to give Mars a nice spray. We'll go all the way around. Oh, hang on. Quadruple the radius of the tool by doing the 2 times 1, 2. Okay, there you go. Just nice little sprays of it all over Mars. Give it just sprays of oxygen all over. North and south. Giving Mars a nice spread. This will all distribute equally eventually as well with enough given time. You can see the clouds appearing and that's so cool. Okay, there we go. Still need more. Let's just give Mars a nice big spread all over the volcanoes there. Okay, now let's give Mars some water. Mars is smaller than Earth, so about a third of what we have on Earth should be plenty. Tools, material, water. Aim at Mars and launch water. So let's just start spraying water all over the surface of Mars. Nice little areas. Distribute it everywhere. There you go. We're trying to make it look good as well. It's just instead of spraying it all in one area. So we'll just give it a nice little splash of water everywhere. It's starting to spread already. Nice load in the north. Why not? See where that all spreads to eventually as well. So there you go. Right. Ooh yeah. In Universe Sandbox, the maximum speed that liquids and gases float is limited to maintain accurate results. So even at high simulation speeds, the water and atmosphere gases we've added to Mars could take a while to float over to the planet. Let's settle them instantly so we don't have to wait. Oh, there's an instant settle button. Oh, that's perfect. Right. Where's that then? Next. Settle liquid. Okay, so this used to be like settle ocean. So now we've got settle liquid. Equalize gas. So that's just equally distributed all the gas around. Plus the water. Now we need to wait for the temperature of Mars and the phases of all the materials on the surface to stabilize. Terraforming is difficult, so this may take a while. We'll speed up the simulation, don't have to wait long. Excellent, there you go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We've got quite a lot of ocean on Mars, maybe a little too much water. We've locked the view to Mars' surfaces and opened its data to watch the atmosphere trap heat over time, causing snow and ice to form and melt as the planet heats up. Very nice. We can see a lot of ice is forming, no? Still running. Okay, so we stop now. After about 50 years, parts of the Martian surface are above 0 degrees and the atmosphere surface pressure is close to Earth. It might not be perfect, but it will now be more accessible to human visitors. Very cool. Okay. Actually, I want to open its... I just want to see its habitable stats. 81 and 68. Okay. Right. We don't have live simulation in Universe Sandbox yet. Keep that in mind. But you can finish your terraforming by visually adding vegetation and city lights to the visuals tab. Terraforming is complicated, but feel free to adjust the materials we've added to Mars to make it even more hospitable. Or you can try terraforming something else like the moon. It might be challenging, but you have now had the materials to do it right. Excellent. There you go. So what we'll do is we'll finish with Mars. So now let's just have a real play with this, because there's a few other features that we can definitely see here that the game hasn't mentioned to us in this tutorial. So because we checked it out in the test build. So if we remember. First of all, we'll go to the composition. Now, each element here, so water, we're going to use water. Now, if I remember right, each of these had different customization options. Now, I just need to figure out where they are, because I think they may have moved. So, liquid, here we go. So, edit. Is that what we're after? No. There was a way you could change every element individually, colour-wise. And I'm just trying to find out where that was. Well, maybe it was... Oh, there we go. Edit colours. Yes. So, here's the real juicy stuff. So, water. You can change water in its solid, liquid, and gas states all to different colours. Same with every other element. So, all the elements, they all have individual colour options for solid, liquid, and gas. So, that means that every element, if you combine all the elements together and add them all at the same time, you could have literally what? How many is that? So, that's what? 12 elements, isn't it? So, times that by 3. Yeah, you're looking at quite a lot of different colours that you could... Or was it 14 elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. So 12 elements. They each have 3 colours each. So that's 36 different colour options you could have on a planet at once if you have every single element in all of its different forms. So pretty wild. But for instance, we'll use water because that's the one that's actually on here at the moment. So solid water, obviously ice. We can change the ice colour to say a light or like a very, very paley blue. The liquid water colour, we could have this as a deeper blue. Then obviously there's no gas water on here because it's not hot enough for that, but there you go. So for instance, you can literally change every single one individually. That is so cool. Also the atmosphere, you can either use the simulated, what it generates by itself, or you can obviously manually change it and get something quite interesting here. This is quite interesting. Hey look, you can now get higher percentage. So this is how you create two-tone atmospheres. Before, I believe you could only do this by changing the files, right? Because before it would either be 0, so you'd start off at 0, so it'd either be this. So that was the absolute lowest you could do it. Or you could go up to 100. Like that. They were the only settings you had before prior to this update. But now, you can go all the way to 500, or -500. And look at these two-tone atmospheres you can make. Oh, this is fantastic stuff. Atmosphere customization's got a little... Yeah, that's been changed. That's now improved. Oh, yes. Look at this. Look at Mars underneath. Oh, yeah, look what we've done to it. But obviously Mars, we can give us any colour we want. So we could go with like an exotic green. If we mess with this, you get some pretty crazy colour mixes here and get some really cool two-tone atmospheres. So for instance, we're going to go for a colonised Mars. Let's actually try and make this look fairly cool looking. So nice deep blue. I'm not complaining. We'll go with like a paler light deep blue mixed together there. Lower the opacity just a bit. Okay, clouds again, fluffy. We'll go with like a thicker set as well. Nice little merge of Mars there. Okay, cool. It's 5 degrees right now. How are we looking? I want to decrease the water a bit. So how do we do that now? So, ooh, okay, so just minus this, and I'm guessing. And where's that sea level? Because some of the menus have changed now, so I need to learn where all the buttons are now. So, melt all, so settle liquid, that's it. Let's just look underneath here as well, so I just want to see. So that's Mars underneath now. So what was the black colour? And also you can have vegetation as well, like the game said. So there you go, nice and colonised up. Excellent. And liquid. Obviously you can change that as well, make that look pretty cool. But for instance, we want to go back to the water, so we want to change those colours again. So surface, it's composition. So we need to remember that button is there now. So water. Is that oxygen, the black? Not sure what that is. But for instance, water. I think the water's all frozen now, is it? That's ice. That is ice there. Liquid. There's no liquid. There's no colour. There's no liquid water on Mars right now. And then gas. Again, leave that as white. So what colour is that black? Is it hydrogen? It can't be. No, that's not. Interesting. What colour is that black? I'm interested to see what these black patches are. I'm not sure what that is. Very, very interesting. Sulfur dioxide, argon, silica, iron. All these different colours. Let's just open them all. I mean, this is so cool. Oh, maybe it's nitrogen? No? Ammonia? Methane? I don't know. What colour's generating that black colour? That is very, very bizarre. It needs to melt. Let's melt it. Oh, so it is the water. What? Play. Why is the water black? I said it was blue. What? Is it because I'm messing with this as well? Maybe if I put this back to... Oh, no, hang on. Simulated? Ah, okay. So if you can't change this and this at the same time, I'm guessing. There you go, that's more like it. So now we can put that back to more of a normal looking blue. Yeah, I guess something like that. Just a nice liquid ocean there. Okay, cool. So don't change this colour if you're planning to change these colours, I'm guessing. Cool. Very interesting. So what I want to do now is simply lower the water level. Where's that sea level button? Is that gone now? I mean, I can obviously lower the water down a bit more. Just remove some of the water. Oh. Well, that didn't go to plan. So settle liquid. So that's the settle ocean button. But there's no sea level where you can lower and decrease the water level. Where's that gone? And that was a very useful button. It's a bit of a shame if that one's gone, I have to say. I don't know where it's gone, unless it's just moved. So Mars is frozen again. Let's just let the game run fast. I just want to see how it's... So it looks like it's cooling down a bit. Okay. But you can always obviously give it a little atmosphere buff yourself as well by changing it. Look, you can see this is all changing due to the stuff given it. It's got a 79 AU. This is all changing itself now because of the composition we've given it. So for instance, if we want to... You know, you can give Mars a bit more temperature. Just throw a bit of carbon dioxide on there. Get some greenhouse going. So, where are we? Let's use the launch button there. Material. We need carbon dioxide. It's in gas form, I'm guessing. Let's just spray carbon dioxide everywhere there. Particle size, speed. Yeah. So let this settle over a long period of time. Lots of carbon dioxide being added there onto Mars. This will hopefully give it a nice... big load of atmosphere. Okay. Let's speed it up. Hopefully this will start to warm up over a long, long period of time. So we've added it. Oh, 200 degrees? Woo! Oh no! Too much atmosphere. We've messed it up. Oh dear. That ain't good. Whoops. Poor old Mars. What have we done? Right, so you go over the top, so carbon dioxide, we've got way too much there. So let's just lower that down a bit. Let Mars cool down a bit. Oh dear. Oh, that's crazy. Right, okay. Oh, there's sea level. It is there. How did I not see that? It was there the whole time? Right, there we go. So let's just let that... So it goes cooling down because we've lowered that. Okay, so let's see where Mars ends up now, temperature-wise. So around the 50 mark. Average is 6. Okay, interesting. Alright, okay. So also we can add the water manually, but I like to just do it the old-fashioned way and add a bit here. So we're using the new buttons. Let's just, you know, just give it a little more there. And then we can obviously go to settle liquid. Increase the sea level a bit, and there you go. That's more like it, yeah. Great. And then obviously vegetation is only if it's hattable. So why is it not hattable right now? Is it too hot? Look at that little blue. That's the ice in the top, that blue colour. Okay, so throw all this back on. Why? Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's turn those off. There you go. So that's how Mars right now. Always on, and that's effectively a colonised sort of Mars. There. Cool. Yeah, it's a little too warm for the vegetation to appear if it's hattable. So yeah, a little too warm. But you can always, you know, just give it a bit of albedo yourself, just to cool it down a bit. So let's go ahead and try that. Let it run really fast. There you go. Mars looking great. So now I made it a little too cold Mars, so it's freezing over. So let's just decrease the albedo a bit more. Get it where we want it. I'll tell you what, when it's half frozen, that colour mix looks really cool actually. With the now we can change the ice and the water colours separately. You know, that is really, really great. So nice looking build actually, this Mars. Oh, we gave it way too much albedo, didn't we? Lower this down. Come on, Mars, warm up again, my friend. There you go. Oi, come on. It does look so good though. Oh yeah. 12. Okay, little too much there, Mars. Does look a beauty. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? If hattable. No, it still doesn't say it's hattable. What's the temperature we're sitting at? 54. It's always hard to get it exactly right. I'm guessing with this new update, it will be a lot harder to do this now. Until we get the hang of it. Because this could take a while to adapt to after doing the other thing for so long, so many years. Adapting to this whole new system could take a while. Right. Oh, yeah. So we need a lot more albedo in there. 0.27. Come on. Need a bit more. Obviously, 275 ATM is a bit of a tough gig. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a bit of a decrease there. So let's actually just put the zone on. You can see, you know, this is the problem here. We'll probably use this as a bit of an indicator. So infrared up. Lower this, and then we need it in that green region there. That hopefully will be enough to let it run. So let's just see how it does now. Remember, Mars's orbit's a bit weird as well. It isn't a perfect sphere. It does get further out at closer points of its orbit, so its temperature will always vary. As you can see, look at that, and it's also tilted, but you can see that temperature does vary a bit. The averages are higher up, though. Let's go with 2 layers. Let's give it a nice kick. There you go. That should hopefully be enough to really get it going. Maybe decrease the infrared a bit. Maybe a bit more albedo on it. There you go. But yeah, so it takes a lot of time and effort to really build these now. But there you go. But either way, it does look. The customization settings just look so good. It looks so good. So not only, like we said, if we go back to Mars now, that's enough of us playing around with it. So colonized looking Mars. Well, mostly colonized. So atmosphere. You can now change this and get 2-tone atmospheres, which is something great. You know, you can now get it in game yourself without having to mod the files, so you can get things like this, that 2-tone look. Check that out. That's seriously cool. I really like that. And obviously that will work with any color option. Get the 2-tone atmosphere going there. That's seriously cool. Love that. You can probably make some seriously cool looking objects with this now. Get some really cool 2-tone objects. I mean, look, you get the deep blue. Mix that with all the other colours, you get some nice greens, the reds with the blue. There, so you get like a nice sunset looking planet there. The combos are endless. That's really cool. So you can do the 2 tones there. Now onto the main thing. Obviously this is huge. The amount of colour options you can get. We need to do, we definitely need to try something where we add all the different elements at once onto it and have like loads of different colours spraying around at once. I think that will be absolutely crazy. And I think we need to try that in a minute. And then lastly, one thing we need to check out is Titan. One of the other major changes in here. So where is Titan? Hello. There he is. So let's check it. Oh yeah, and there you go. That's what we've been waiting for years. The only other planet I think you can, or only one of the only other solar system object that has liquids on it when you spawn it in other than Earth now, I think. That's cool. So Titan finally, after all these years, finally has its oceans. Look at it. Let's just turn that all off. Let's have a look underneath. Well, that was underneath. Oh, that's a bit weird. But there it is. It's that, I've got them switched off, but it's still showing them. Oh, it's these buttons here. That's why. Okay. That's a bit annoying. Can you disable that? Because I'd much rather do it manually, but there you go. Either way. Is there any way to disable this? And if anyone knows, please let me know, because I wouldn't mind disabling that, because that's a bit... I like to just do it myself with the buttons here. I have to save it. Leave that alone. I like to do that. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Is there any way you can disable that? Oh... Yeah, that I wanna have to disable that. Yeah, please, someone let me know if you can. I like to do it manually myself. But there you go. So, anyways, underneath. So turn those off. So there's the patches there. All a bit of ice going on there. What's that? Looking all around though, you can see those methane oceans. Slowly out of those methane lakes. Really, really cool. Great to see Titan finally get those. That's really weird though, how I can't just turn them off using this anymore. Like, it works at distance, so when you get close where you need it, it's... Yeah, I'd love to disable this. Is there any way to disable that? Right. Okay. Now, new object. Let's try and do something really crazy here. So, we'll do Earth. Or do we do Earth? Earth already has a lot of water and stuff going on. I think a fresh object here actually would be better. So, random rocky. There you go. Okay. Now, what does this actually contain? I'm guessing it has a load of different stuff now. Oh, it's only got iron and silica, so random objects don't generate of anything other than those at the moment, and probably water on some of them. Right, so what we want to do is add all the elements at once to this. And one thing I want to try is, can you make a carbon dioxide gas giant? Because that is obviously a gas. So you get hydrogen gas giants. Can you make a carbon dioxide gas giant? You can. Or is that just atmosphere we're looking at? I think that effectively is a gas giant. That, I mean, it's only the only element it contains is that. So that is that's kind of a new kind of gas giant there. Gas mass, liquid mass. But ideally, that's a gas giant because it's not got any solid materials. Interesting. So this doesn't change, does it? Oh, you can? So is this a gas giant you can change the atmosphere? I mean, there's still a surface underneath those. Atmosphere goes out, off. See, again, that's really annoying. That is. Go away with that. Oh, that's pretty annoying. Right. There must be... I'm sure there's a way to disable that. I'll probably have to ask the guys, actually, in the Discord. Ask the developers that, because that is a bit annoying. Right. That's very interesting. So does this count as a rocky or a gas giant? Because if you ask me, this should be a gas planet now because it's only gas. It shouldn't have a surface. So is this a gas giant that you can have with a surface texture maybe? Let's have a look. Does it actually generate a texture if I just go something we know like Titan or Mars or something? Mercury. Also, we know what Mercury looks like. Very cratered. That to me looks like it's a full-on gas giant. But I'm guessing you can actually add atmosphere and clouds to it. Put those back on. Oh, I turned it off. That's why. So that's pretty cool then. So now you can effectively have a gas giant with an atmosphere and cloud settings. Maybe, I'm guessing. What if we actually had hydrogen though? Because that's the one that really has always been the. So yeah, that still turns them into a full-on gas giant, appearance-wise. Very interesting. Okay. Nitrogen, so effectively you can have a nitrogen, full-on nitrogen world. Okay, but for instance, let's do this. So let's add everything onto this at once. So I want a bit of that, bit of silica. Oh, hello, bit of sulfur. Just throw everyone on there. I want a bit of everything. Bit of oxygen, lots of that. Yeah, that's really cool. So close all that, close that. So we've got a bit of everything there. Or you can do them all individually without opening them. That's good. water. Okay, right, so I want a bit of everything on this. So, bit of water, ammonia, the world of impossible, methane as well, helium. So, helium, you can get helium gas giants now. Whoa, what happened there? Oh, dear. Oh, that was weird. Carbon dioxide, let's add that back on. There you go, right. Is that everything? Helium and hydrogen are switched off. Just a tad bit. Oh, yeah. And a bit of that. Doesn't like helium. Look, the helium just breaks away. So if you pause it, there's your helium. So that's an element. That's an object with absolutely everything in it. Now that's what a composition that is. Now that is a... oh, dear. Nice big iron core in the middle, maybe. I just double these up. How does that? If I just go... Yes, it lowers them out because you can only have 100... Or does it? Just increase all of this. Just make some absolutely bizarre design of having every element in there. But the helium, when you press play, oh no, the helium, there's a helium? Oh, the helium's holding on now. Okay. Look at that composition. Look at all those colours. All that different stuff. That is so cool. Obviously generated a gas giant now, so no more atmosphere stats, unfortunately, there. Cool. That's very fascinating. The customization, I'm very keen to see what you guys come up with your systems and stuff, because this has just opened the door to just so many new possibilities of customization, and I'm very, very keen to see what you guys come up with here. Actually, what I want to do is, guys, any other guides? It's now a welcome. Oh, science is what we want. Tidal forces. There was one with like Ceres and Earth. What was that? Oh. Featured newest playing with materials, Terraforming Mars. I think it's playing materials. There was one where it showed Ceres going into Earth. Habitable zone, Terraforming Planet C. I'm not sure how new some of these ones are. 2022, that can't be right. 2023, we did Terraforming Mars. So playing materials. Let's go back to this one actually. So. I know this is the one with the moon getting smashed up, so actually, close guide. Yeah, go away. Right, so there's that. So there was one that's showing, we can create it ourselves actually, so let's just go to a fresh simulation actually, in here. And what we'll do with here is, so it showed Ceres going into Earth, the picture, and it had like a little video on the patch notes, so it made a hole in atmosphere's Earth when you shot it in, so I want to see what that's all about, so... Does Europa look different on that icon to you? I think that looks slightly different. I don't know. Is that just me, or does Europa's texture look different? Interesting. Right, anyways. Right, so. Ceres. That Titan. Titan's been updated as well. You can definitely see that's different. Right, Ceres. That's down here. Right, launch that into that. So let's shoot it. Atlantic Ocean. Voila. Right, slow down time. I want to see this in very slow motion. I want to see how this changes, because it's meant to make a hole in the atmosphere. So let's see how this works. Disable all of this. Get rid of the atmosphere part. I'll bring particles. Right. Lock onto Earth. Slow down time. Speed up time a bit. Just let it go in. Okay, here we go. Okay, right. About to enter. Slow down time. Okay, so about to enter now. So is it making like a hole or anything? Oh, you can see. Oh, look at the clouds. Oh, that particle. Okay. It's gone into the ocean. It's been engulfed. Okay. Look at that effect it's making. See, that's different. Didn't do that before. Imagine the tidal wave that would curate in all directions to North, South America, Europe, Africa. Even eventually, it could go all the way down to Antarctica. I mean, that's a big collision. There you go. Oh yeah, look at the shockwave. Oh, it's flooded. Oh dear, it's flooded like half of South America. Oh jeez, wow. And look at that. So you can see. Look how all the atmosphere has been disrupted with all these other colours. That is so cool. Oh, wow. So you can see all the materials like crash down here. Look, it's made like holes in the atmosphere where the colours have been distorted. Oh, that is seriously cool. So there you go. All right. So how does that? Let's see how Earth survives that. Let's do a few collisions with different objects against Earth. So what's exactly happened? Let's just let time run around. Let's see what has exactly been curated with this. So let it run really fast. Let the Earth resettle. Right, so we saw the tidal wave that got shot everywhere as well. Right, so the collision. So America has been like, what, disintegrated off the face of the Earth, and Africa. Oh my god, what has happened? So there's what's left of America. Oh my. Bit of California, bit of, I think, Washington State up there. I think maybe a bit of Canada maybe still going. Then you got tiny bits of Argentina left there. Or Chile and Peru areas. Oh man. And Australia's just chilling. Asia's okay, but then Europe has gone. Cool. And then it's obviously reset to where it was. Right, slowed its rotational period down a bit. So Sirius, yeah, big collision. That was a big one with Earth there. Okay. Cool. Right, let's try some more. For instance, let's try something really nasty with Venus. Actually, speaking of Venus, I want to see what Venus's stats are now. Oh, whoa, Venus. What's happened to Venus? Venus has got a new look. Venus is all white now. Okay. Right. So, Venus has a new surface or a new atmosphere appearance. I gotta say, I'm guessing that may be a bug. Because that doesn't seem quite right to me. It's got to be a bug. It's surely... Simulated custom? I think it's meant to look like that still. I think the game's a bit bugged there. I think Venus has been changed by accident. That can't be right, surely. But anyways, composition, this is what I want to look at. I want to see the sulfuric. Yeah. So what if I collided this with Earth, what would the outcome of that be? Carbon dioxide, I see all this merging with Earth. What happens with all that material collides with Earth? You know, let's find out, because that would be pretty cool. Actually, speaking of all the compositions, just look at through everyone. So Mars, obviously there's Mars's composition. Come on, game. Right, so there you go. So that's what Mars contains. Little bits of water. So Mars actually officially does have water now. Mercury, I'm guessing this will be the least interesting of them all. As you can see, has a bit of water. Hey, Uranus. So these should have ammonia, methane, high levels of those. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, that's really cool. So now the ice giants properly have materials that separate them from the gas giants. Because before, it would just be hydrogen for all the gas giants and water. But now, the methane and ammonia can actually be added to the ice giants to make them actually ice giants. So you can actually separate them from regular gas giants. That's really cool. That is seriously cool. Okay. Like that. So Saturn here, no methane and ammonia. The same would be Jupiter probably as well. That's cool. That's really cool. So actually, yeah, going back here. So Venus, I want to collide Venus with Earth now. Over here. Right. So let's collide all that sulfuric atmosphere with Earth at the same time. And see how this plays out. Oh, yeah. I need to update the picture for Venus, because that's still the really ugly looking Venus from like years ago now. Venus is there. Right, there you go. So this new white Venus. You know, it's not, you know, the real life one is actually effectively very white clouded anyway. Play. Right, so oh yeah, that's a big one. So there you go. Right. So they're colliding. So now we can see Earth is obviously going to win this battle. But look at the materials it's going to start collecting. All of this. Look how these stats change. Increase in sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide will be increasing. So when Earth recovers, it's going to be hot. It's going to have a worse atmosphere. Its atmosphere is going to be more greenhousey. Look at the size of those asteroids being created there. There's fragments. So there you go. Okay. So carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, that's all increased. So poor old Earth's going to be a very toxicated atmosphere now. Although it's still got oxygen in there. That's going to hurt. Whoa, Venus. What's going on with Venus? What is that all about? It's still sort of in there. What? It's like inside the Earth? What is that all about? What? That's really weird. Okay, let's let it speed up. Maybe Venus is like just slowly vaporized. Okay, right. So what's going on here? Oh. What? Venus lives! That's the original Venus. So colliding Earth and Venus destroys everyone. What? That can't be right. That was definitely a glitch there, because you could see it. Venus was spinning inside, like rotating inside the Earth. That was really weird. Just trying a fresh simulation. There's probably still a few bugs that need to be stepped on for sure in this, but either way, let's try that again in a fresh simulation. Slow down time. Place it there. There you go. Yeah, that Venus atmosphere's got to be a bug. It's not pure white. Right, let's try this. So there you go. So there you go, Venus. There you go, it worked that time. So Earth now should have a way, way, way more crazy atmosphere. So what we'll do is we'll put it 1 AU. Oh, the moon's it. What's the moon doing there? Let's put 1 AU from the sun, and we'll quickly auto-orbit it. I don't want the whole system, I just want the sun. There we go, right. 1 AU, there you go. Then get rid of the moon, because I don't want the moon in here. Bye-bye. Then Earth needs to auto-orbit the sun. So, auto-orbit there. Cool. Right, so, I want to see how the Earth adjusts. Now, all the particles, it's just flying away. Bye-bye. Right. Well, what is going on? Oh my gosh, look at that. What's that all about? Ooh. Oh, man. Is it vaporizing or what's going on here? That's a huge load of material. What is that? Whoa. Wow. Okay. Composition. So what are we looking at here? So is it losing something? Oh, it's all the water. Oh, the nitrogen and water are being affected. So let's just keep it going. So it lost all its water and nitrogen from that collision. You can see it's losing argon. It's losing all its material. Is the atmosphere being completely destroyed, or? Oh dear. It is. I think it's lost. I think its atmosphere is being destroyed. It must have been. Yeah. I've still got sulfur dioxide. So what actually is left from this collision? It's taken a long time to cool down. Hundreds and hundreds of years. Look at how long it's going to take. Okay, that can't be right. Now, there's definitely some bugs in this version of the game still, definitely, because that should have cooled down by now. No way it takes 9,000 years to... Surely not. It's not even decreasing. It's just stuck. Unless the greenhouse is that high that it just stays like... Maybe that's the only reason why. Is the atmosphere that bad? I mean, let's look on the zone. Is it really? Ah, there you go. No, I'll take that back. No, it's just because its atmosphere. It's just been... The collision with Earth and Venus has made the most toxic greenhouse effect atmosphere. Oh, man. And it's still at... Put it back to 12 months. That's still a year orbit. But, I mean, that has been absolutely just fondled by its greenhouse effect. So, Earth and Venus combined is a very, very nasty result of sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide in there. So, let's just lower the carbon dioxide off completely. Bye-bye. Go away. And there you go. Immediately, look at the difference between the carbon dioxide changing that zone over. So, for instance, if I want to try and get it back to its original sort of orbit, so let's just go somewhere there, I guess. Just put it in the green. So now Earth has inherited Venus's atmosphere. Now I'm guessing that white colour is generated from the colour of the... So if we go down here, it's in gas form, isn't it? So, composition. Those colours have been inherited from these. It must be. And then the sulfur dioxide. Carbon dioxide. It must be these colours that have changed that. Gotta be, surely. What else is in its composition? So, carbon and sulfur dioxide, yeah. There's no oxygen left. Interesting. Very, see that? What's exactly changing that atmosphere colour then? That's really weird. So if you just disable this, you can see underneath. So that is exactly what's left of Earth now. So absolutely nothing. It's been absolutely battered. It's not even recognisable as Earth, is it? Turn that off. Look at the state of that. You can see a bit of South America left. Colliding Earth with Venus really is a big deal. That is just awful. Right, there we go. That has been just ruined. But yeah, there we are, guys. So that is quite an in-depth overview, I want to say, of the new update. I mean, I'm sure there's bits I've missed, but I mean, I've covered all the main features that I believe. I mean, there's a few other hidden bits, I'm assuming, because there always is. But, you know, I think I've covered all the big main stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, press that like button, subscribe for more. If there's anything I've missed, please let me know down below in the comments as well. You can always come back for this, because there's definitely some crazy things we can do with this. I'll definitely be back doing or messing around with some experiments in here, because this is going to be some very cool stuff, and I'm very interested to see what sort of simulations we can make now with things like this, because this is seriously cool. But anyways, with that all said and done, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let's even go for 100 likes on today's video, and subscribe for more. Helps on the journey to 40,000 subscribers, guys. And yeah, if that all said and done, make sure you have a great day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.